T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Public service announcement. I need all my Titan fans to come on down. Grab you some popcorn, grab you a drink. Titans Colosseum in the building. Yeah, not, boy, I'm in the game. Still ballin' out, never change. I be rapping my hometown for the whole city, really knew my name. Boss talk, I don't do favors. Yeah, we signing deals with the top players. We just started this lifestyle. We be having all kind of haters. I'm a madman, they better come get me. Wanna box me in, but I'm too shifty. If they come at me sideways, I'ma stiff on me like Derrick Henry. Now listen, we're not the same. EA Sports, boy, I'm in the game. I be rapping my city, dog. Got a Titan logo hanging on the chain. Big money, big moves. New stadium on the way. Nashville, we hold it down. We the one team that you don't wanna play. They be trying to talk down on us. I just laugh at them and I walk away. I don't tolerate disrespect. Might shoot a fade, penny hard away. Big money, big moves. New stadium on the way. Nashville, we hold it down. We the one team that you don't wanna play. We be putting in the hard work, so we coming in with all kind of skill. I be living in the end zone. My finger roll like Tannehill. What's poppin'?
Yes, sir. Welcome to the Titans Colosseum podcast, man. You know who I am, man. Hey, Leonard, RJ, how y'all doing tonight, fellas?
Yes, sir, man. Feeling good, man. Ready to talk some Titan football. Man, ain't a lot going on, but you know, still get to talk ball, man. You can come out here and talk about your favorite team.
Yeah, man, all excited, bro. Not too much going on in Titans football, man. A lot of going on in social media. We've been having a lot of fun, man. So, man, I'm excited to get on the podcast, talk some two-tone business tonight, man.
Yeah, man. We just finna sit on here and chop it up with y'all for a little second. We ain't gonna hold y'all all night long, man. But shout out to William, Julie, Corey, Nancy, Mama Ellison, everybody that's out there watching tonight. Thank y'all for joining us. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third 5 stone. You already know what to do, fella.
Yes, sir. This episode is brought to you by Lions Den Beard Collection. If you're trying to get your beard in a tip-top shape, or if you're trying to start your beard off and want to start it on the right path, make sure you go into lionsdenbeardcollection.com, use promo code Colosseum, and get 25% off your order. As well, this episode is brought to you by Sunny Smiles Coffee. Start your day off with a smile. Premium, freshly roasted coffee. Free shipping on all U.S. orders. They got several blends, origins, and flavors out there for you to try, and sample packs as well. So go to sunnysmilescoffee.com and get free shipping on all U.S. orders. As well, make sure y'all go to titanscoliseum.com. Go check out all our articles written out there by Sharm Sports and the guys here on the panel as well. Breaking news, never miss an episode. Get up-to-date alerts on giveaways and future giveaways that's coming, as well as going grabbing you some merch on Titans Coliseum as well. We do have the Let Rand Cook merch out now, so y'all can go to titanscoliseum.com/merch. Get y'all some Let Rand Cook merch today.
Man, let Rand cook, man. Whip. But hey, fellas, what y'all want to talk about first, man? Y'all want to talk about Texans fans and how they've been crying about their quarterback CJ Prescott, or y'all want to talk some two-tone business?
Well, I think RJ got an announcement first. I think
yeah, talk to him.
Got some, man. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't already seen, man, you know what I'm saying? We got the song, the intro song is now on all streaming platforms for Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, you know what I'm saying? Whatever music that you want, that you listen to, I promise you it's there, man. Just look it up, man. The link is in the Titans Coliseum, on the Titans Coliseum post. I'll make sure I could either pin it or something so you guys can find it. But it ain't hard to find. I promise you, y'all. No.
So y'all go check it out, go download it, go purchase it, whatever it may be, whatever streaming platform y'all use, go grab it. Y'all's been asking about it. RJ made sure it happened, and it's out there for y'all. So y'all go stream it, share it with a friend, and blow it up.
Man, y'all make RJ the #1 streamed artist in the world, man. Turn
Yes, sir, man.
RJ up, man. Y'all been asking about that intro the whole time. Now he done put it out, so it's on y'all to go download it, man. But fuck the Texas, man. We finna talk this two-tone business. We'll get to them in a second if we even get to them. But anyway, man, I want to start the show off. What y'all want to do at 7? Y'all want to stick and pick, or do y'all want to trade back if the right opportunity presents itself?
I'll go first, man. I am, you know me, I've been saying it every single show, man. We need to stay at 7 and get our offensive lineman, man. I just, bro, we got to secure an elite player. I think that Joe Alt is an elite offensive lineman, or it can be an elite offensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? So I think we just need to go ahead and stick a pick, get the lineman, go ahead and knock it out, get it out the way. And then we can go sexy picks after that, man. We can go get our pass rusher, go get our wide receiver, go get our corners. Everybody looking at and watching these YouTube videos on, because I know y'all watching them. You know what I'm saying? Watching highlight reels, man. And that's how I'm feeling, man. Go ahead and get Alt, man, and then we can do whatever we want with the rest of this draft.
Bro, it's so hard for me to try to figure out right now. Like, what do I truly want us to do? Because I'm torn in so many different ways. I truly want skill positions so bad this year, but that might just be me favoritism. Like, go ahead, just go get it out the way, where we might be able to go get it later in those rounds. I just don't know, man. I think I'm leaning more towards the side of trade back. If Joe Alt is truly the answer that we're going for at 7, and then he's gone at 5 or 6 with the Chargers or the Giants, then yeah, go ahead, trade on back wherever you may be. Try to get some draft capital, especially for next year. We know we're going to have to still build around with next year, especially on this defense. So if you can get maybe another first-round pick to add next year, second round, something that we can use and build towards future. But man, I'm just so caught up in dilemma of like, do we go skill position? We go wide receiver, go left tackle. I know that the safe bet is left tackle, and I feel that's what we're going to do. We're going to go left tackle with that 7th pick, especially if Joe Alt's there. But man, I don't know. Rand and this Titans organization has been keeping so many things so close to the chest this year that we've just been getting shockwaves and surprised by what's been going on. So I'm just excited to see, but I feel like we're going to go left tackle. But I'm hoping possibly we trade back, and Vikings would be ideal for me. I would hope we can trade back with them. They can tax them for both their first-round picks, and we can go get a wide receiver and a left tackle.
Mama Ellison asks, who is the second best left tackle out there? I would say Fasanu, but they speaking people up right now. So JC Latham, they talking him up. They also
go wherever name is.
Yeah, they also been talking him up as well. But I still think it's Alt first, then for Fasanu. I'm not buying into
I you know me, man. I know everybody is Bill Callahan, but he can make the water in the wine and whatever, all this stuff that he's talking about, man. Make the job easy for him, man. Go get Alt, who has, all the tangibles to become an elite offensive lineman, and let him turn him into something elite. He can help Priest Karonsky, who also has elite traits that can make him something elite. He got Lloyd Cushenberry, who's a really, really good center, man. He can make him play at a good level. You know what I'm saying? Make him play good, man. Let him make the job easy for him, man. You know what I'm saying? We have the best O-line coach. Let's give him the best offensive line. And you can see, I'm telling you, when you have a great offensive line, it's easy for these skilled players to do what they need to do. Like, I feel like some of this stuff with Traylon Burks, and I know I've been on Traylon Burks this offseason, man, but I just look at it like this, though, with Burks. Like, he can work a little. He can actually be. You can actually see what he is as a wide receiver when your offensive line is clicking on all cylinders. You can use it. DeAndre Hopkins got plenty of time to get open if the offensive line is working. We got Calvin Ridley. Like, bro, we got weapons, bro. Like, it's not like our weapons are just terrible. Like, like we got weapons, man.
Yeah. And congratulations to Traylon Burks, because they're having a girl too. Saw that just got announced today as well too. So congratulations. So
Salute to
it's
him.
like, we want you to succeed, bro. We do. It's like everything we say about you is not ill will. We want you to succeed, but we just got to be honest and we got to make the business decisions. And it just hasn't been turning out. You ain't been playing the way we really need you to be. But we're hopeful now. If you've ever been set up in a position to succeed, it's this year now. You don't have to be forced into a 1 or 2 road. You can play backup, cleanup. You can run different routes. You don't have to be the decoy route running go routes all the time just to open D hop. Just stay healthy, focus, get whatever it may be. Pay attention to what D Hop's doing. Really listen to him. I know he's pulled you in this year, but go ahead, figure out, take care of that body. Stay on the field for us because that's what we really need for you and Will Levis to get this chemistry going. So, man, if any year is set up for Traylon to have a better year to show us if this is truly going to work out for Traylon, it has to be this year. So I'm excited, and that's why there were so many more questions leading up to the beginning of the offseason. That's why I was like, skill position, we got to do, bro, we got to get dangerous. We got to figure out a way to make play. Well, we already kind of got that. Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears, D Hop, Calvin Ridley, if Traylon can do what he wants, if Chig can step up and do what he needs to be doing. And then now it's like, yeah, you're right. Get some protection up there. Give them some time so they can be creative and let these skill positions now work because we have skill position. We got way better talent at these skill positions than we had last year. So, yeah, all right, let's go solidify left tackle. Give Will Levis time. Give these running backs some holes to run through. If we're going to run screens, get some guys that can get out there and get mobile and set some blocks at the second and third tier as well. So I'm with you now. We can kind of build that offensive line and set Bill Callahan up to make sure that whatever this offense wants to do, we can execute.
So here's a couple of scenarios that were thrown out there in the chat. Shout out to Steven and Derek too. The first one, Steven, he says we can go best available if Joe Alt isn't there. And I was actually thinking about this right before I seen his comment too. So what if Joe Alt isn't there and you have your pick between let's say Fasanu and I'm not gonna say the obvious Marvin Harrison Jr. because I know damn well everybody else is gonna say Marvin Harrison Jr. and they ain't even gonna think twice about it. But
how about we just do all and Marvin Harrison and Neighbors gone and see, and then we can ask that question because what if those 3 players aren't there?
Yeah.
That's strong possibility. So
very strong possibility.
If all three of them ain't there, Jesus Christ, y'all just want to hear me say something about fucking Brock Bowers, man. That's all. That's the only reason you said that shit.
Going to oop for you, man. Go ahead.
I would want to talk about who I would take between Fasanu or Neighbors. I would say Neighbors. I wouldn't think twice about that. But since y'all want to put me on the spot about the damn Brock Bowers shit, man, hell, pick them. If you're back against the wall, pick them.
Why is that such a good pick? Sound like it's so desperate.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, he's a playmaker. I can't take nothing away from that man. It's just drafting a tight end that high. It don't sit well with me.
I mean, look, I just feel like, man, I get what you saying, but you saying tight end like he only about to play tight end, like he's gonna do it all. I promise you, he does it all, bro. Man. And I get, like I said, Morocco. You just looking if his position was changed to wide receiver and he's the same player, you would not be saying this. You know what I'm saying? You just looking at the position and you're saying, okay, no, he's a tight end. Like, no, bro, that boy do it all, bro. I'm telling you, he does it all. There's nothing he can't do on the field, bro. He can play running back, wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? He can play tight end. He can get in the rounds and take it to the house. Like, bro, is a matchup problem. Like, people are going to be up all night trying to figure out how to stop Brock Bowers. Like, you know.
That's my thing too. Like because at first too, that was my take too. It's like it's tight end, we don't want to. And I started studying, watching more and more tape. And RJ's right. He plays everywhere, bro. If you just compare not skill positions, but how he plays and how versatile he is, he's like a Debo of a tight end. He's like a Debo Samuel. You can line him up in the slot. You can line him up outside. You can put him at tight end. You can put him at fullback. You can put him at running back. You can run into rounds. You can run screens. You can run deep routes. You can run across. You can run whatever you want and put him anywhere you want. And he's a deadly matchup.
No, Mama Elson, I can't say that.
Yeah, Mama, I don't know about that. I love you, Mama, but I don't think you better. Not yet. You can't say that yet. That's arguably the best tight end ever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, but yeah, man, like I said, I can't take nothing away from Bowers, man. But I'm just thinking about his impact. What type of impact would he have on the team his rookie year? I mean, he could, go on to be the greatest tight end ever. But I'm looking at his rookie season coming to a team that desperately needs a playmaker. But at the same time, we know this offense, they don't technically just utilize tight ends, the way that you
I'll say
think
this though.
they would utilize them.
They've never had a tight end like Bowers though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I get what you're saying. They don't use tight ends, but who been the Bengals tight ends? Like I ain't never seen them have a tight end. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just look at it. I mean, did he have Darren? He used Darren Waller whenever he was in Oakland, didn't he? I can't remember, but no, I don't know what team he. I don't know
want to
who
say he
was on the
was.
team. Huh?
I want to say he was. I want to say Callahan was there at the time Waller was there.
I mean, you get so okay. Yeah, obviously, I'm Big Joe Alt, but with me with Brock Bowers is we've been a franchise of great tight ends for since we put down the uniforms of the Tennessee Titans. Man, we've had Frank Wycheck, the Delaney Walker. He's the next one. You know what I'm saying? Like you get Brock Bowers, his name's gonna be on the freaking stadium, just like the rest of them other two. So I'll be cool with it. He's a weapon, man. He's a mismatch nightmare, especially if you got Ridley and Hop.
Yeah. Bro, yeah, and that's the thing too. Is like we're trying to be like, I get the point. Like, well, Brian and them didn't, and Zach over there in Cincinnati didn't use tight ends. Well, they didn't really have the tight ends that they could have here. Plus, they had star wide receivers. Why the hell did you need to go get you? You got Higgins, Chase, Boyd out there, and you got Joe Mixon in the back. Like they didn't really have to rely on a tight end in that situation, and they didn't have it. But if you got somebody like Brock Bowers as a tight end that can literally line up anywhere, run anywhere, it's not a tight end we've really seen in this game outside of Travis Kelce. And I'm saying he's like Travis Kelce, but there's not many other and Kittle, Travis Kelce and George Kittle. But even that, I think what Bowers can do is even a little bit more than what Kittle can do. Because I don't think you can line Kittle up in the running back position. You can run him in that fullback and let him block for you, but I don't think you can run Kittle at a running back position. You can run Brock Bowers at a running back position, and this dude will make plays, and he's hard to take down. So,
and other people think that other people are saying is that he wants to be here. Like, he literally wants to be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? He know what Nashville's going to bring.
You know how I feel about that one right there. He wants to be here. I know why he wants to be here. He wants to be here for millions of reasons.
I got you.
Okay.
And we're just talking about sticking and picking, right? So, if anything, I am with you a little bit, though. If I were to get Bowers, I wouldn't mind trading back to go get Bowers, but I just don't feel like he's going to be there at 11. I don't think he's getting past the Jets, bro. I just don't, bro. Like, the Jets are going to pick him because they can get a luxury pick. You know what I'm saying? They got all these weapons, and they got a left tackle. You know what I'm saying? What do they need? All they really need is Brock Bowers,
Yeah, so I think – I don't think he gets out to 10. I really don't. So, and for chat too, y'all let us know if we stick at 7 and Neighbors isn't there, Marvin Harrison Jr. ain't there, and Joe Alt isn't there. Who are y'all picking? Y'all let us know as well. Bro, Bowers just stands out a lot. Like, because like at that point, it's like, okay, do you go best available player at the board? And at that position, at that time, I would either argue, and this is Morocco's gonna hate this. I would argue it's either Brock Bowers or Roma Duzier. All right. Or if you're saying we just got to go
prepared for it.
But if we go left tackle, if we're just saying, hey, we got to go left tackle with the 7th overall pick, then you're going for Fashanu. So it's hard. It's like, what do? Do you pick the best available, or do you go number one team need of the best available?
Well, you know how I feel about that. We talked about it Friday night, man. The Titans need a playmaker. And in that situation right there, I would understand if they take Bowers or take Rome Medusa. I mean, they're not my favorite picks in the world, but I could get on board with it because those dudes can make plays.
Yeah. And I mean, at least at the college level, we'd have to see in the NFL. But watching Rome's tape in college, if you chunk that ball up, Rome's coming down with that ball. He's going up there. He's possessive. I know, like, your biggest thing is, like, there's not many yak for him. He's not many, but he wasn't that guy. When you're constantly having to go jump ball and having possessive catches because your QB kind of underthrows a lot of your throws, it's not really easy for you to go get yak after attempt when you're jump ball and have to possessive catch and make sure that you're fighting for the ball off defenders. He didn't really get led very often in his routes from his QB, so that didn't really help him in a lot of times. So, but in those tough catches situation, Romaduze is bringing that ball down.
Well, Derek brought up this right here. RJ, I'll let you tackle this one, but what sets are you going to run for maximum protection if we select Bowers? Chig and Bowers are not the best blockers, unfortunately.
You said what we're gonna do for say it again.
Yeah, so what sets are we gonna run for max protection?
I don't know. Like I said, I want Joe Alt. I've been big Joe Alt, man. But at the same time, if he's not there, I'm picking the best available person. And obviously, we said Malik Neighbors or what's the name ain't there. And to me, I do like Roma Doozy too. So I'd say either Roma Doozy or Bowers. That's my pick, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a doubt. I mean, I don't know. I like Dallas Turner, but at the same time, it's like, what do you want to go a pass rusher that high? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. As a protection, I'm sure they're gonna. Man, Callahan's a really offensive mind, man. So he'll come up with something, bro. We're not gonna be like we're so scarred by Vrabel's offensive game plan, even when we didn't have blockers, that we were just gonna keep going out there with 5 linemen and not even try to hit and stop the edges. Help the edges out. Like, we're not gonna do that no more, man. Like, he's an offensive mind, bro. He understands what offense. He's trying to score TDs.
Yeah, and Bowers is a good blocker. We can't take that away from him. I mean, I get what you're saying, but Bowers can block. My thing about it is, if it comes down to it, I hope like hell we won't have to do much max protection this year. But if it comes down to it, who would you want to keep back to, help block a chip or whatever, man? I certainly wouldn't want to keep Brock Bowers back. I want my playmakers to go out there and make a play. Chig, he kind of in the same boat too, without, the polished blocking. So I honestly will have to just coach Chig up. Hey, man, look, I'm not finna hold Brock Bowers back, bro. You gonna have to learn how to start doing some of this blocking shit and help out, man.
And don't forget, we got Josh Wiley too. All right. And Josh Wiley, a big body, he can block too. Now, I think if we go draft Brock Bowers, then it's a position battle for number 2 between Chig and Wiley. And now blocking comes into a factor because of that. If anybody's going to block and have to sit there for max protection, it's not going to be Brock. Brock's going to chip and get out on the route because that's, like Morocco said, that's our skill player. That's our playmaker. He has to get out there and make a play. So, Chig, if you want to be number 2, you better learn how to block. Wiley, if you want to be number 2, you better learn how to get open better on these routes and catch these balls when they actually come your way and stop dropping. You're a big ass target. You 6'7", bro. Catch the damn ball. So I think that's where the battle will be. Because, man, I was happy about Josh Wiley when he came in. I was like, man, that's a real big body. He come in there, he can block. If we can just polish him up on his catching and stuff. But I think that will be our blocking tight end. And if we do go get Brock Bowers, that's going to be the deciding factor of who gets 2, who can continuously block for us good and also go run routes when we need to. You got to be versatile at 2 now.
And yeah, Corey, I could definitely see them doing some of that too, because Kittle, he done that in San Francisco. We pretty much gonna be running. I think it's like a West Coast offense or whatever that we're gonna be running. Same thing. San Francisco runs. We're gonna be running some of that. So I see them use Kittle that same way. So
I'll say this though. One thing I've been doing a lot of research on Callahan throughout his years, and man, one thing that he will do is adjust to the personnel that he has. So if he knows that Will Levis likes a specific style of football, man, he's gonna go to that specific style. Everything is built around Levis, you know what I'm saying, and what his strengths are, what his weaknesses are. You know what I'm saying? He can now. Will Levis can talk to Callahan. He can talk to the OC and be like, hey man, I don't like these play calls. You know what I'm saying? Like they're giving him leeway to come out and say that he does not like certain play calls. And I like that. I don't feel like we had that with Ryan Tannehill or with Will Levis with Mike Vrabel. And I know fine, I'm getting on your guy, man. But but I don't feel like we had that. On defense, we had that. I feel like the defense be like, nah, we don't like this scheme. You know what I'm saying? And it worked, and that's why our defense were always good. But I think on offense, man, most definitely we need that. We need that more, man. I feel like our quarterbacks ain't never really had a say in what they want to do on offense or how they want to dictate things. And I'm glad we have that now, you know.
And two, to this point, we're forgetting too, like this ain't the Derrick Henry era no more either. So if blitzes are coming, we got running backs that can go chip, then run off a little swing route or a little short little screen, dump it right over the blitz, and then let them go off and take two. So we got way more versatile options of stuff now. It ain't that old school smash mouth. Well, we got to block, then give time, and then the normal as same basic as no. There's a lot more creativity now, and we got a coach, like you said, that will adjust to the playmakers we have on the field. Who's playing the best game? What the defense? It's actually going to be adjustments in a game. Not this is our strategy. We're going to do this, and this we're going to stop. You have to stop us doing this. We're just going to see what you're going to do. Whether it's Tony Pollard got the hot hand, Tajay Spears got the hot hand, don't matter. Whether D-Hop's going off this game or Calvin Ridley or Traylon Burks not going to matter. We're just going to see who's got the reads, who gets open, who the game is coming to, and let our playmakers make plays in those moments.
Y'all gotta excuse my facial expressions too. I'm over here watching our LSU and doing the podcast at the same time, man. I know y'all out there multitasking as well.
Yeah, it's a good game, man.
Yeah, it's a damn good game, man. They starting to take off though, but man, shout out to everybody watching tonight, man. Multitasking or doing whatever, man. We appreciate y'all very much. But do the Titans absolutely have to go offense with the 7th overall pick?
So who would you want on defense? You know what I'm saying? Who would you want on defense at 7?
I mean, my honest opinion, I don't really see a guy out there that's worthy to be drafted at 7th overall defensively.
No, like the only person is going to be that edge rusher from UCLA, Lalatulu, whatever. I can't pronounce his name, but he's that edge rusher there, I believe. That's probably maybe the only top 10 pick I see there, and we don't need that guy. Like I do
like Latu though, man. I feel like he's gonna be really good. You know what I'm saying? And I like he's very technically sound. He got speed, man. He reminds me of TJ Watt. Man, if you watch that dude film, bro, I'm telling y'all go see exactly what I'm talking about, man. That boy get off that line, bro. Like he got all the moves too, man. I like that dude, man. I think he's gonna be really good, you know.
But do you think the Titans could justify taking him at 7?
No.
At 7, nah. It's gonna be very hard to explain that to this fan base that clearly need an offensive lineman, that clearly need another wide receiver, that we pick Latu or Dallas Turner. It's gonna be very hard unless we do something in the other rounds, like you know what I'm saying, they can protect that, but I don't know, bro. That's gonna be hard to explain.
We and to Steven's comment, we need a tight end more than we need a D end. Like there's still a question mark on
it. Clear as they need weapons.
That's just is going to be it. But if at 7, if Roma Duze's on the board, Fashanu's on the board, Brock Bowers is on the board, and Latu is on the board, and we go Latu, that's not going to be nice. That's not going to be welcomed by this fan base too much. Like that's a pick we can do later or at some other. That's not a pick we can do right now. Even tight end's a little bit of a reach, but the only reason why tight end is because technically Brock is a running back, tight end, wide receiver, all in one
playmaker.
So that changes that level for you.
Yeah, he's a bona fide playmaker. I mean, that's just something I can't deny. Roma Duze, as much as I don't like that he doesn't have the explosiveness that I would want out of drafting a guy that high. I mean, the dude can go up and make a damn play, and he runs some damn good routes. Those two would be way more justifiable and understandable than drafting either of those edge rushers at 7. And Dallas Turner, I know, you know what I'm saying, how people feel about the Bama guys or whatever. I mean, it looks like you play football in Alabama. I mean, you just get hyped to another level. But we have to be real about Dallas Turner as well. I mean, he isn't as polished of a pass rusher as I can't even begin to say his name. I'm not even gonna slaughter his name like that. Huh?
Latu?
Latu. Latu.
I just say Latu.
Yeah, let's just keep it at Latu.
Man,
I ain't even
you know
finna
somebody
begin
with a
to,
name like that gonna be cold.
yeah, I ain't even finna begin to slaughter his name like that, man. But Dallas Turner, he's not as polished of a pass rusher as him, and I wouldn't take him that high. I mean, I was joking about it on the space other night or whatever. I said I'll take Dallas Turner over Brock Bowers. Fuck it. But in all honesty, I
That
wouldn't.
man, you just don't want that dude, bro. that idea, that TE is just making you just not want him, bro. It just blows my mind. That
Man,
TE.
I just look back, man. I just look back at all them tight ends that done been drafted in the first round and look and see how many of them failed, man. And it just don't sit right with me. And it's a part of it too, to where I feel like drafting a tight end with the 7th overall pick is so Tennessee Titans. I mean, I could envision the Titans doing that year in and year out. And I'm just ready for this organization to really be fully committed to being a finesse football team, a passing football team. These passing teams, they not going out drafting tight ends with a top 10 draft pick. No. I mean, they going out, they getting guys that can block, protect the quarterback, or they getting guys that can catch the damn ball, be playmakers. Hell, some of them may go get a running back or whatever, a dynamic running back. They get playmakers.
But that's what we're saying. Like Brock is not like your like all these other typical tight ends that come up. Even Kyle Pitts. There's like, oh, he's a tight end that you can sometimes you can line him up at wide receiver.
Corey,
that was it. I know. I saw that earlier. I was laughing. But even Kyle Pitts, it was, hey, he can come out and you can put him in that slot wide receiver from time to time. Not Brock Bowers. You can line him up anywhere. And like you said, you might take a running back in that 7. You might take a wide receiver at 7. You take a playmaker. That's it. It's because he's been labeled that tight end that we have that PTSD as Titans fans that I just can't take a tight end at 7. But this dude is a playmaker all around at any position. I mean, technically, you just call him a football player. I mean, he can block. He can go catch. He can make the plays. He can run the ball. You're getting like 2 or 3 players in one with this guy in the top 10, but just because he's a tight end, I don't see him making it out of the top 10. I don't see us being able to trade back and get Brock Bowers. If Brock Bowers don't even go to Chargers, maybe at 5, like Chargers for me is like an alt Brock Bowers dilemma for me.
Yo, what's up with you, KJ, man? Appreciate you watching tonight, bro. Shout out to Rashad too and Kia, man. Shout out to everybody watching tonight, man. Thank y'all for joining us. But man, RJ, I ain't gonna lie, man. I mean, I'm warming up to the idea of Brock Bowers.
You gotta just watch the film, man, and watch how he make plays, bro. And
I don't watch so much damn film on that man. I mean, that's why I'm at the point that I'm at right now. I can't sit up here and deny this motherfucker don't get me excited whenever I watch his tape, but at the same time, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it, goddamn it. I wish the Titans would have the 15th overall draft pick this year so I can sit up here and really say, yeah, the Titans need to go get Brock Bowers, man. Fuck everything else. Go get fucking Brock Bowers. I wish the Titans had that pick, but they got a pick that I hope like hell they don't have again for a very long time, and they just got to make the best of it.
I just don't get how you just don't like him, bro. I don't get it. Is it really just a position? Like, is it anything in his game that you just don't like?
It's there's nothing in his game that I don't like. Like I said, it's not Brock Bowers. It's the 7th overall draft pick, drafting a tight end that high in the first round. Plus, it's the simple fact that this shit right here will be so fucking Tennessee Titans to go out here and draft a tight end with the 7th overall pick. I don't want them doing this typical Tennessee Titans ass shit that typical Tennessee tight ass shit ain't gonna get us to where we want to be.
Okay, so let me throw this scenario at you, all right? Because Chicago has the first overall pick. Let's say they do like we all think they're gonna do and go Caleb Williams, right? All right, 5, 6, 7 come. We don't. Nobody picks Brock, right? And then 8's Atlanta. They're not picking Brock. They got Pitts, right? Well, Chicago comes back on the board at 9. If you got Caleb Williams at 1, Marvin Harrison's gone. Malik Neighbors is gone. Roma Duze is gone. Why not? Let's go get Brock Bowers at 9. And we got our 2 offensive playmakers right there. Like, Brock Bowers isn't going to make it out to 10, bro. If you're going to try to make Caleb as happy as you possibly can in Chicago, with just all this turmoil already, you definitely going to go get him a playmaker like Brock Bowers to sit there next to him like, okay, I can deal with this. At least I got somebody I know that went off in college and did some things. All right, I can do something here. So, bro, if Brock's just not going to come out that 10. So that's what makes draft night so intriguing now this year, because so many things can happen and so many things that you predict can get changed by just one pick, one trade, one wrench just coming in and flipping everything up on its head.
So let me ask y'all this question right here. So let's say if the Titans do end up drafting Brock Bowers and his rookie season, he comes in and gives us 800 or 900 yards. Does that change the perception about tight ends and how high teams should draft them?
No, I say no, because just the fact that, like, I don't think you can keep looking at Brock Bowers as a tight end. You got to kind of look at him as a skills position playmaker, because you can.
End, bro. You got to be real.
Moving him around, though. I mean, do you look at Taysom Hill as a quarterback, or do you look at Taysom Hill as a playmaker?
Man, he's a quarterback.
Even though he lines up and takes more snaps at tight end and wide receiver than any position on the field?
He's a quarterback.
Though there's some years that he don't even line up at quarterback, but he lines up at tight end, special teams on blockers, special teams on kick down returns and all that stuff. So it's playmakers. And for me, it's Brock Bowers, not tight end. So he was like, no, do we take tight ends in the top 10? No. But if they're a tight end with this skill set that actually looks like a wide receiver, running back, versatile 3-and-1 type player, yeah, because if it was a running back that was this elite at running and then elite at catching and making plays off that too, it'd be justifiable to take a top 10. So why not do the same for a tight end?
It's damn near like, it really is. It's like Brock Bowers in college be considered an athlete almost, because he does so much. And I just don't think that those types of picks need to be made with the 7th overall draft pick. But I'm warming up to the idea, man, because I got to be prepared for whatever draft night. And that's been my thing to the fan base. Y'all got to be prepared for whatever, because it's going to get crazy draft night. And when you don't prepare for whatever, the team ends up taking a player that you don't want, and you're going to be sitting up here looking like me last year when we drafted Will Levis outside beating up my steering wheel.
Hey,
so I don't want y'all to go through that.
I was just about to say, RJ, don't something sound familiar? Don't he kind of sound on Brock Bowers like we sounded like on Will Levis last year?
That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying that. You see, I ain't saying not one bad thing about one player. I learned my lesson. I ain't
Man.
one player.
But yeah, man, let's talk to Jerry Sneed for a second, man, because he got his introductory press conference tomorrow at 11:30 a.m., I believe. Yes. And RJ, I'm gonna ask you this right here, and it's almost like it's pretty much a draft question or whatever. So with acquiring the Jerry Sneed, we know the Titans aren't going to take a corner anytime soon. But should they still take a cornerback in this draft?
Yeah, I think they should probably take one. If you're gonna take one in 5th, 6th round. You know what I'm saying? We don't really need. We probably just need a corner behind, I guess, Roger McCreary. You know what I'm saying? Just in case he's not what we think he is, which I think he could be a good player. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely put him behind Roger McCreary.
Yeah, I think if we go DBS later in those rounds, we need a depth guy now. Somebody that has to come in on nickel and dime packages, you know what I'm saying? That could be that 4th guy. maybe play some special team ball for us. We don't have to go get a DB as quickly as we had to before. We got Cheetah Bay and L'Jarius Sneed on each end of this, and then Roger McCurry's right there. I think in the slot he'll do a little bit better because you're facing smaller guys a lot more often. So I think that reach won't be as a big of an issue for him this year, because he's always on guys. He has good coverage. He's just always like a half a hand length away from making a play on the ball. So he's always there. So if it is, fifth, sixth round for those DBs, I don't know necessarily we actually get somebody that's productive for us, and that's the later seventh rounds. But yeah, it has to be later rounds for me if we go DB.
Yeah, man, I believe we still need to get one because simple fact that you can never have enough of them. And you got to remember as well, I mean, you're not only drafting for now, you drafting for the future. And as good as Cheetah Bay might be, Cheetah Bay isn't going to be here forever. I mean, he's pretty much in the same position as a Calvin Ridley. He's going to come in, he's going to help us out for a couple of years, but you want to put somebody behind him, somebody that can, be trained up to be ready to go when it's his time. That's how, these teams or whatever, these good teams, they stay on top because they always had the next guy up. L'Jarius Sneed was that guy. Kansas City, they drafted him, whatever round they drafted him in and whatever, and he worked his way up into being that guy. So, yeah, I mean, most definitely, the Titans still need to take a cornerback, but I just don't think that the urgency to take a cornerback is the way it is now as it was back when, we didn't have L'Jarius Sneed on the roster.
Yeah, because this is it's crazy to how everything's turning and changing here within a couple of weeks of what we think needs to be happening. We never thought going into this preseason, Cheetah Bay, L'Jarius Sneed, and Calvin Ridley would have even been on our damn radars to come onto this team.
Yeah,
so,
that's crazy, right?
And what's crazy too is like we got L'Jarius Sneed for nothing. Our passing defense was one of the worst, if not the worst, last year. We couldn't keep people out of the end zone on passing. Do you know how many passing touchdowns L'Jarius Sneed gave up last year? Anybody? Zero. He gave up 0. Bro, that changes everything up for us now. People have to respect this and know this. And he locked down all these guys. AJ didn't have a good game. Tyreek didn't have no good game. These guys was non-existent basically on the field when they lined up against L'Jarius Sneed. So we just have a completely different defense. Our biggest worry about defense has been fixed with just 2 acquisitions in the free agency.
Yeah, man. And I lost my thought for a second. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, this is what I was gonna say. People who talk against L'Jarius Sneed, they always bringing up Chris Jones. And I get it. Chris Jones, hell, he best damn defensive lineman in the game right now. I mean, Aaron Donald done retired. So, I mean, hell, is fucking Chris Jones. Hell, he done literally helped win the Chiefs 2 Super Bowls in a row making plays. But, man, look, you cannot take away the fact that L'Jarius Sneed was locking down these top wide receivers week in and week out. I mean, as good as Chris Jones, as great as Chris Jones is, he wasn't the motherfucker out there covering them guys. It was L'Jarius Sneed that was following these guys, no matter if they was lining up on the outside or on the inside. He was going with those guys, man. And I'm looking for him to have that same impact on the Titans defense. They bring up scheming. Oh, well, he's not going to be in the same. It is pretty much the same damn philosophy. I mean, shit. The Chiefs, they attacked on defense. The Titans will be attacking on defense. So it's not like he's going to be coming in here playing as a zone cornerback. No, that ain't going to be the case.
Bro, and they act like he's coming to a team with not another great defensive tackle on the line. Like, yeah, Chris Jones is his own, and Jeffrey Simmons is trying to get up to that echelon of Chris Jones and Aaron Donald's. but he's working to become up that echelon. So it ain't like you just came to a team that ain't got no D line or no interior D rush or anything like that. We still got Jeffrey Simmons up here that can put some pressure on some people as well. But like you said, go watch the tape on L'Jarius Sneed. It wasn't these guys wasn't catching balls because the D line was getting sacks. That helped. But they wasn't getting open because L'Jarius Sneed was on them. L'Jarius Sneed was jamming them at the line, and they couldn't get out and get into their routes, and they're messing up the timing on plays. That's why L'Jarius Sneed didn't give up his stuff. Yeah, Chris Jones helped, but let's not try to discredit the effort and how well L'Jarius Sneed played on the field last year.
Fact. So let's talk about it for a second, because we already said we don't think that the Titans could justify going defense in the first round, but in the second round, I mean, is defense justifiable in the second round?
You said in the second round?
Yeah.
What?
Man, we can't forget about the defense, man. I understand we messed up on offense. We can't forget about the defense, though.
And mind you, we went all offense last year too. We didn't
right.
I wouldn't be upset. I'm not gonna be upset if we go defense second round. I wouldn't mind going pass rusher. I wouldn't mind going honestly, I wouldn't mind going linebacker. If there's a legitimate value at linebacker position in the second round, I wouldn't be mad at that. But as long as we ain't going corner or safety in the second round, I'm cool. Just give me that front seven, because we got a lot of holes in the front seven.
But if Sweat is there in the second round when we're picking, or if Brandon Fisk is there, bro, go D-line. Go for it in that second round. I am all for it. Get somebody right next to Big Jeff. These guys can penetrate. They can pass rush. They can run block. Brandon Fisk can move wherever. He's very good at adapting. That's what I learned at that Senior Bro. He practiced all that time with one team. Then the day of the damn game, they're like, hey, we ain't got enough defensive linemen for the other team. Do you mind switching to the other team? He's like, no, not a problem. Then meanwhile, on top of that, continue to be the best defensive showing on that team, on that field for that day too. If they would have won the game, Fisk would have been the Senior Bowl MVP, is how well he played, and he never practiced with any of those guys. So it's like that guy has the mentality. He has a good football IQ. So if Brandon Fisk or Trevontae Sweat is right there for defensive line for our second round, let's go. Snatch them up real quick. We can figure out about how to trade up and get into the third round, get a wide receiver or get a wide receiver in the fourth round, whatever. But even if not, we got Traylon Burks. We got two other guys, Calvin Ridley and D-Hop out here that we can work with too. But we need somebody next to Big Jeff this upcoming season. That's for damn sure.
I would be stoked about those two. I ain't even going to hold you. Even if my guy Leggett is on the board and we decide to go Sweat, man, I consider them be mad at that, man, because
I like Sweat too. I definitely
for so many years we done watched Jarrell Casey not have a running mate. Jarrell Casey have to depend on himself to go make a play. It was either Casey or nobody. And when we got Jeffrey Simmons, I always said that he needs him a running mate. And we got him a running mate in Danico Archery, and everybody knows where Danico Archery is right now. Mm-hmm. So I mean, we thank him for everything, but fuck him. We gotta go get Big Jeff a running mate, man.
Yeah, man. We definitely need somebody next to Big Jeff, man. I know we got Sebastian Joseph Day, man, but a young pass rusher to go alongside Jeff, I think definitely what he needs in his career right now, man. Because I know he's about to see double teams out the ass now, especially if we don't get like a Sweat or I even like that Missouri defensive line, man. And I like Chris Braswell. I like Darius Robinson, and Chris Braswell. I wouldn't mind having either one of those guys, man. They could do the same things that Archery did. Probably not be as productive in year one, but they can be good, you know, if they get developed correctly. Hopefully, man, I'm gonna be watching develop. I want to see this team get better as the season progresses. Like right now, I think us as Titan fans are real happy about the seeds getting planted. I want to see it grow. You know what I'm saying? For once, like I want to see us get better. You know, I mean, we had some of that in the beginning of Vrabel. I think that the team, I think AJ Brown got better. I think that Derrick Henry got better in a couple of years of Vrabel. But as the, you know what I'm saying, as the years progressed, it seemed like we kind of stayed a little stagnant. I don't know if it's more so the morale of the team or was it just the coaching in general. I'm probably gonna put a little bit more on the morale because I do think Vrabel's a good coach, man. Did y'all see that picture of Vrabel? He was gambling. They call him gambling, bro.
What?
I didn't see that.
They called him gambling.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What was he gambling on?
I don't know. He was like he was at a casino, man. He had a sad look on his face, man.
It was bad. Oh, that's bad. Man.
What
Oh,
was he saying? Bookie's got a book better.
That man was gambling, bro. I'm finna see if I can find it real quick. I'll find it for y'all.
It all starts with the dealers.
but no, man, I just crazy, man. I just trying to map out what's going to happen. You really can't. Like, all right, you know, 4 QBs are going in that top 6. You know that, but how are they going and where are they going? And how is this all just going to map out after? It's such a crazy. Oh shit!
Oh man!
Man, Taylor told me to be here last week, and he said he did good, but I ain't doing shit now. Taylor lied to my ass.
Man, he looked like goddamn he watching Christian Fulham get beat again in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, man, he going through
it. Man, he probably cussed everybody out at that table as soon as he lost.
Man, Vrabel been going through it, man. I keep saying it, bro. I wouldn't mind him if Ohio State that flames out this year, man, doesn't get to the national championship like that they expecting. I wouldn't mind Vrabel getting that job. I think he would be a great Ohio State head coach, man. What he wants to do is very college-like, bro, and it works in college. What he wants to do, he wants to get his own guys. He wants to coach them up in his own way. He wants to, you know what I'm saying? He wants to baby them. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the other. Very hard coaching. And on top of that, he wants control of everything. That's a college football coach, bro. You know what I'm saying? He would make a very great college football coach. I will put my check down on it, man. That if he goes to Ohio State, they're becoming they're already a powerhouse, but they're gonna be even better powerhouse than what they are. You know,
bro, but that's still my question now on Vrabel though. Is does he really want full control, or did he only want full control because he didn't trust the Titans? That's my big question there, because Vrabel never showed that he like really wanted full control until like these past 2 years when all that J-Rob and all this bullshit, the AJ trade. So that's what I'm wondering. Okay, does he really want full control, or did he just want full control there because he wasn't trusting people around? That's going to be full. That's going to, come to see, especially goes to college. Okay, Vrabel wants full control. But, bro, you know, he had to go back to his wife and explain those losses at the crap tables. Like, hey, man, dice got to roll better. Got a gambler better. You know what I'm saying? Just like, it's like, bro, that shit's fucking crazy. That motherfucker sitting there at the craps table. Oh, my God, they caught him.
I think Vrabel seen the opportunity. When J-Rob got fired, I really think he saw an opportunity to where he felt like this is my chance. I can, have my say in acquiring players. And with Rand coming along, I don't think Rand made things much better or whatnot. I mean, hell, you seen the reports out there that he was trying to get somebody to supervise over Rand or whatever. But yeah, I think he just seen an opportunity and tried to jump on that opportunity. But in college, I think Vrabel will work like a motherfucker in college, man. I mean, I see Vrabel coming to one of these, younger dudes' house, talking to their parents and getting them to buy into his vision or whatnot, because hell, you got to keep it real. Shit, Vrabel's probably the same age as their parents anyway, and plus two, he can pretty much talk the same type of lingo or similar lingo to get through to those younger guys. So, I mean, I think it'll work.
If I'm Vrabel, I'm not going to college. New NIL deals. Coach Prime is there. They don't care about the scheme no more. It ain't like Nick Saban was saying. It ain't no sitting down there and telling the parent how I can give your kid a good education. I can really make him a really good player. How much can you make my player? How much can my kid make with the NILs going to your school? How much publicity can you get? And you're not competing with other college programs anymore. You're competing with Coach Prime out here and a fantastic job that he's doing of getting his players paid and the marketing that he's doing. That's the shit you got to compete with too. It's okay to win, but most of these parents and most of these players are worried about how much am I going to make? How much am I going to get in NIL each year? That's what they're worried about now.
It's Ohio State though, man, and you already know Ohio
I
State
mean,
got them boosters,
I'll
bro.
say
That's
this,
who's
though.
gonna be them boosters, and
It ain't really the coach that sets up the NIL. He's not gonna be the one that's gonna be telling him. I mean, he'll be like, "Yeah, we can pay you this, that, and the other." But I mean, Ohio State got bread, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ohio State got bread.
you have to look at how much Ohio State is on TV. They on TV just as much as these SEC schools
not
and
more.
whoever
You know
else.
what I'm saying?
Right. But hold on. I think you're underestimating it. Think about this.
We
This
talking about Ohio State, the biggest brand in college football.
Okay,
Him in Michigan, you know.
I got that, but the NIL made Nick Saban step away. One of the greatest coaches, one of the most prestigious college football teams in college made that guy step away because he had a hard time recruiting players to his organization now and to his program because of the NIL deals. When you're making Nick Saban step away, you know it's hard and it's a different game in college and recruiting now.
I think Saban.
I agree with that. I do agree that
it
it is a different ball game than what he probably was used to. Because I mean, he used to coach at Ohio State, so he knows what it's like to recruit. He knows what like I said, he came from the college game. It's just that I just, in my opinion, I just feel like that if he were to come into Ohio State, he's gonna want to prove himself that he's a man for this job, man. And I just look at it like this though, that I think that he'll be able to overcome all that. He'll put in the work, man. You know, one thing about Vrabel, he worked hard. We're not gonna deny the man work ethic. It's just that it just didn't work out with the Tennessee Titans. I just don't think it's gonna work out in the pros for him because of just the person that he is. You know what I'm saying? He can be stubborn at times. You know what I'm saying? He's all about my way or the highway type, and which can work in college. It's worked plenty of times in college. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like to me, he'd just be a better college coach than we would be in the NFL. You know.
I'm with you on that, but if it wasn't for the NILs, because all that's going to be good, he's going to have answers for it. But he hasn't coached college since the NIL deals. He don't know how to recruit or even how to pitch that. He hasn't even been around that at all to even know what the legal is, how to do it. All he knows is that was not allowed. So all that's going to be good. But as soon as the interview with the parents goes, okay, now how do you make my kid money? He don't know. He don't know how to make that pitch because he doesn't truly know how NIL works. He hasn't been around college. He hasn't seen other coaches make their pitches. Any of those things. This is so brand new. And then you got guys out there like Coach Prime that knows exactly how to run this stuff and how to handle it so well. So I think if he has any luck, he just stays in the NFL and he stops asking for full control.
Yeah. So great talk tonight, fellas. Damn good discussions, man. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed everybody in the chat tonight too, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all for everything, man. Y'all make sure y'all continue turning us up. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. RJ, you got anything you want to say before we ride out?
No, I ain't got nothing to say, man. Let's tighten up, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep tuning in, man. The show gonna keep getting better, man. And we keep rocking, man. You know how it goes.
Damn, pop your shit, RJ. Hell, you see it up there.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, man. If you haven't downloaded it, man, make sure you go on every streaming podcast, man. And I mean not streaming podcast, every music station, man, from Apple Music to Spotify, it all, man. And make sure y'all download it in the game, man. And while you there, make sure you click that artist tab, man, and you can check out some of my other projects as well, man. I got a lot of songs on there, man. There's more than just the intro song, man. So y'all check it out, man. I got a lot of good content, man. You're gonna see.
Damn good music. I'll definitely check it out.
Hey. But yeah, Firestone, what you got to talk about, man? I know you got something to talk about, man. Dang it. You can talk, man. Telling people how you got that beard straight, man. I've been scrubbing and pulling and trying to stretch my shit, and I still can't get it like you, man.
Man, these Texans fans, they already get me to pull my hair out of my head. Man, nah, y'all trying to get y'all's beard in the tip-top shape, trying to make it look good. If you're trying to start it off on the right foot, make sure y'all go to lionsdenbeardcollection.com. Use promo code Colosseum, get 25% off your order. They also have lady products and lip gloss in their Lioness collection as well. So, ladies, y'all can go check out their products as well. lionsdenbeardcollection.com, promo code Colosseum, get 25% off. As well as this episode is brought to you by Sunny Smiles Coffee. Start your morning off with a smile. Premium freshly roasted coffee, free shipping on all your U.S. orders. They got tons and tons of blends, flavors, origins, sample packs for you to try out. Cure cups too as well. So go to sunnysmilescoffee.com, get your order today. And as well, go to the TitansColiseum.com, sign up for the email list, read the articles we got posted. We post them every week. We post them at least 2 a week, if not more. So make sure you go check that out. Sign up for the email list. That way you're notified for future giveaways that are coming up. And as well, go check out the merch on TitansColiseum.com/merch. Go get the Let Rand Cook shirt, especially before draft comes up. That way everybody knows who you're supporting, what you're repping when it comes draft night, when it's Tennessee Titans and Rand Cook night. So definitely go get you some merch.
Yes, sir. And if you on Facebook, man, make sure you go over to the Two-Tone Militia, join that group. It's not the Titans Army anymore. It's the Two-Tone Militia. Same group of people, -1. You ain't going to have to deal with a whole lot of foolishness. You can come in there, talk your talk about the Titans, and have a great time in there, man. And also, too, y'all stay tuned, because we're going to be dropping an announcement here soon. I think y'all going to enjoy it. So, like I said, man, y'all just continue watching us. And do I got anything else I need to say? I think I do. Tighten the fuck up. Let's go.